So what's going on, guys? This is your boy Crazy, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to do ball training to zombies. This will be very helpful for Dark Aether and for anyone that is just trying to play zombies overall. This is best done on rounds without the boss Megaton, which you will see here in a second as he tries to impede. Now, when you are doing this sort of training, you have to be very careful. Obviously, it is the most ammo-efficient training that I have found for ray guns and wonder weapons, as all of the zombies burn a bunch, and area damage, spot damage, this kills it very quickly. The whole horde is gone within just a few seconds, or just a few shots of you shooting a ray gun. Now, the reason why I said Megaton is such a problem with this type of training is because Megaton, very simply, he comes in and he will impede the train, he will shoot you while you're doing the train, and he will just mess up the whole flow. It's impossible to train without with Megaton, so doing it without is pretty essential. Now, dogs as well. Right before you do the train, you always have to kill the dog. Dogs are very essential, very hard to counter when you're doing the train. Now here, very soon, you will see me try to form another ball train, and what I do with this ball train is whenever there's zombies coming at you when you're trying to do it, when you're trying to form the train, if they're coming out of like an entryway and they're trying to basically blockade you from going any further, you always want to turn back. But if you see a hole in the zombies, if they're like two zombies separated, you just simply go in between that hole or you go around it if they aren't trying to blockade you, for the very simple reason that going back is more risky than going through, but if you're completely blocked, going back is your only option. Now, the reason why I say this is the most efficient way of training is, as you're about to see here soon, with my ray gun, I am going to destroy the whole horde in just a few shots. And it will give me a lot of points, it will spawn a lot of power-ups, and very simply, this is the reason why it was done so much for the old type of zombies, is because it'll give you a lot of power-ups, it will be the most efficient way to train. Ammo-wise, everything. So, how you do this train is, as you see right now, I'm doing an arcing motion. This basically tightens up the whole horde. And when it's tightened up like that, it will make it a lot easier for you to just shoot only a few shots and kill all of the zombies, and it will spawn in all of those power-ups. So, I'm just going in circles here. This is another way to tighten it up, so you just go in circles. As you see in the minimap, it's a very tight horde, and here I get rid of the horde, as there's so many zombies that it'll eventually just overflow. So here, coming up here soon is going to be the clutch that I have. And it's going to be an example of what happens when the ball train kind of fails. And when it fails, you always want to try to get out of the train as quick as possible. You want to try to get away from the zombies, separate yourself from them, everything. Because it will be very dangerous if you get caught in a corner with a ball train on you. 9 times out of 10, you will not survive. Because there's just so many zombies. So this is the best area for right here by this entrance here. There's not too many zombies that come out of there. Well, there's a lot of zombies that come out of there, but it's a little bit easier here to just reverse and go somewhere else if you get caught in a bad spot. Because you can go out that tunnel, you can go out all of the other ways as well. You always want to be safe in a ball train. You never want to train and then have all the zombies like loosely organized and just always ruining your horde. That's why you always want to have the ball trains as tight as possible as well. So I'm gonna let this roll out here. This is basically just me forming it. As you can see, whenever I have the zombies in front of me, I always reverse if they're blocking me. But if you can just kind of go through the zombies, such as there's a big gap, I just go straight through it, and the zombies go into the horde. Now here is a little bit risky. I kind of messed up. I got stuck there and I almost died. If you get stuck when there's a ball train behind you, it's not going to end well. Because ball trains, there's so many zombies, and they will hit you very quickly with no hesitation. So here, I regain my composure, and they're all still there. And when there's so many zombies bunched up, it's a lot easier to form the train because they're already kind of bunched up. But then you just got to do like the arches, and then you can just get rid of all the zombies. Also, crawlers are very dangerous because you might not see them on the ground. You might think you've killed all the horde, and then all of a sudden you get stuck in a crawler. So make sure there's no crawlers when you're trying to do a ball train. As I'm doing here, I'm getting rid of them because I don't want them to ruin my train later on. So here's the other area. Here's one of the other areas of the train. This is over by this spawn. This is actually exactly where you spawn. You can keep the zombies in this little lake here, and they will all bunch up. And there's enough spawns here to where you can actually get all the zombies in this area. And there's also enough room here to where you don't get stuck on everything. Now, it's a little bit more cramped in this area, and the trees can be a little bit more challenging to train around. But if you find like an open area through the trees where you can just go, if you're stuck in a bad spot, then you can usually just rely on that. There's also some rocks on the other side of the training area that can be a little bit... Their boxes of where they are is a little tricky. Here I'm just getting rid of the horde. So here's the other area, and this is by the Aether Tunnel. Now the reason why I'm doing this by the Aether Tunnel is it's a little more cramped, as you're about to see here. But with the Aether Tunnel, what it allows you to do is if you get stuck in a bad situation, you can immediately go down to Pack-a-Punch, or at least near it. And what that does is it just completely, it separates you from the horde. You immediately separate from it, you don't have to get rid of, you don't have to worry about like a challenging escape route, you don't have to do any of that. You can just spend 500 points and get out. And that is the reason why I like this training area. So thank you all for watching through this video. I'm going to have some Modern Warfare highlights at the end of this. See y'all in the next one.
Friendly counter UAV active. Location secured. We're crushing it. Stay with it.